How is your Saturday, guys? I hope your Saturday is okay. Today is comparison day, Saturday vibes. Tugenda kola bukozi comparison. Muyombya mark webalekera ate nobeerawo. Today we are comparing. Someone called me earlier, but normally when you call me over the phone, I will definitely tell you akasendeka consultation kateekeko. Bw'oba totadde kukasendeka consultation, then you should wait and we do the live broadcast answer. And like I always tell people, if you don't want to pay consultation fee, I will tugende ku live broadcast galawa. Enga muli mutya. Antonio, chechiriwo. Lero ngambe kankolireko wano. Lero ngambe kankolireko mu studio. Tulabe ekiddako. So today we are doing comparisons, and the gentleman that called me today actually asked me about the field and the Spacio, and I'm going to tell you shortly why he's comparing the two cars and what I think should be the choice depending on what his situation is. So katinzira mu kibuuzo ekyambuuziddwa live. Today I wasn't able to do an inspection. I wasn't able to do an inspection. And yeah. And I don't know what happened to the gentleman. Emotoka jeri abiola pounds. Let me experiment with this live broadcast in studio. I'm caught up in the studio. I'm designing a website, and I'm actually a little bit glad that this gentleman did not come. I'm a little bit glad in Staze kuba simanyi oba nali mazeko. But I've been able to do like 3 pages ziwedde. Nenziteekayo. Emmotoka gyeri mujja giraba nkya. Today I've been working. Nengamba leka nkolereko studio ndabe. What do you guys think about the live broadcast in the studio? Emmotoka yebanyumya ne bwepote tutambula. It's a lot of experimentation that is going on. Good evening, Eddie. Opio Mark. What's up? This is our podcast studio. From the start. This is where we are. I'm doing the website as I edit 2 videos, then uploading as sometimes the editor wow timeline in the quarter, and that's what I've basically been doing. Yeah. Let's do comparison. Which car do you want me to compare with another? Later I can literally do all comparisons. Poda to be say. So the gentleman asked me about the Toyota Fielder, and I'm imagining with this budget, the most he can go, the newest Fielder he can get would be a 2009. So the gentleman says he said he has 17 million shillings. Yeah, 17 million shillings. This is gula Spacio. Atene Spacio ojja kwesanga ng'agenda gula Spacio ng'eringa ku around UAZ. The Spacio ojja gula with that 17 million. So he would be lucky to get a Fielder. So the Fielder he will get will definitely be like a 2006 or a 2007. And I'm sure he's watching. Now, gentlemen, the 17 million, if you're going to get a Fielder, you know the Fielder that looks like the Alex. The Fielder that looks like the Alex, the one you're going to get. I'm quite sure the Fielder you drove nekolera. See a Fielder you're going to kufuna mu sente zo. Million 17 tezigula Fielder 2007, tezigula Fielder 2008. Fielder 2008 egenda tandikira million 2 nga nnungi at least. Kale bonoba ofunye ya engine enfu oba eya body embi oyinza okugifuna, but if you want something that is really as good as probably the Spacio you will get, and the Spacio gyogenda ofuna million 17 agenda eyinza okuba most probably 1.8 liter. And lwaki it's hi JFK Arts, Bruno Singoma, how are you? And yeah, and why am I saying Spacio ogenda funa 18? Because a person that has a 17 million shillings will want to get something that is almost new, right? And for something that is almost new, it's very hard to find ngemoroka 15,000. 15,000 million 17 gerimu namba nga USZ egenda kuba yingini ndwaddemu. Yes, ejja kuba yingini ndwaddemu. So I'm thinking you should be ready for that. But a 1.8 liter is okay. So ngate field eri enkadde ojafuna 15,000 kwagala mutayagala. So you're comparing. Now we are talking about fielder and the Spacio. Now the fielder you can get with your 17 million shillings will have the same engine as a Spacio of 1.5 liters. Ochitegeera, the fielder you can get with 17 nenga ate mukulaba okwange both the fielder, because you're going to get cars of the same model. You're going to get cars of the same model. Now if you're going to be getting cars of the same model 2006 kitegeeza motoka ezo zigenda kuba literally zigenda kuba zina yingini embogo ofunye 15,000 zonna ziba na 1NZ. Okitegeera kati 1NZ eyo giraba. The one thing I've realized about the 1NZ engine of all the cars, and trust me, I'm driving the modern 1NZ. My Corolla has the old 1NZ, and in fact when I changed that engine, because in Chimanyo no mana wanajivira mo juvuga Uber engine egenda abe ekoyo. The one thing I can probably tell you guys about the 1NZ, especially the first generation 1NZ, it is not as as durable as the other Toyota engines. Now, when I say durable, it's subjective. From my experience, the 1NZ engine, nujinyo, it can outlive any other car, but it can outlive it ngafu. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Is the engine the 1NZ akajegereka kuwa mangu and zitandika mangu kunywa oil. If you said it's not really the engine. Hi Eric. Sometimes it's not really the engine is really that old. No. Sometimes there is a sensor, but it's a sensor that is at the front of the engine. What do they call that sensor? I've changed it before on my Corolla. I'm going to find the name and probably talk about it tomorrow. Now, once that sensor is old, or once that sensor is faulty, the car will start actually consuming oil. Now, majority of the time, people don't even realize that it's that sensor that has made the car consume oil. And they never know. But you choose engine, nagura engine, the mechanism of how that makes the engine consume oil, that's something I cannot tell you, but I know that happens. But see a VVTi sensor. That must be the VVTi sensor. The one that makes the engine consume oil. Let me see. Let's do comparison. Today I'm working on 2 projects. I'm working on a website. I'm also editing 2 videos for you guys. So the day has been quite busy. Tambala, what's up? Jerisha Motors, chechiriwo. Jerisha Motors wagano okumpa sente nkulange. Wagana ate mwenna temwagala gaba sente mbalange. Ne ku market Tuesday nogano okwerangira obwerere. Yeah, so but I hope your Saturday is okay. Nze banayi tebambaze. N'olwalero wange tebayiseeyo. Naye kati one thing I'm going to do, kyensazeewo kye tugenda okukolera abantu abo, I'm going to write the details they need on paper. Tujja birekera omukozi ewaka abibalage bafiiringi in babenga batubaze oba batulabyeko bati batulabyeko. That's all they are going to get from us now. Kubeggulu twasazeewo ne tusiibe waka bajje batubaye batubaze. Ate it seems like Wachiso had Wachiso had the most. Wachiso had the worst system yesterday. Even today. Kampala yibala kalero babaze gulu tebasobodde kubala. Victor Bola is what's up? So Kati, now looking at what is happening with 17 million, what would Arthur do with 17 million? With 17 million, this is what I would do. Yes, the Spacio is a very lovely car. And I understand that people have preferences in osobola okubeerawo nga gwe kyoyagala is Spacio. And there is nowhere, and no one should tell you that a Spacio is a bad car. It's a very lovely car. Now, if you're going to be buying a Spacio that is used, and one thing I realize Spacio is seeing abantu bazikwata bulungi naddala 1,800 because ingeri gyenywamu people don't normally drive them for long distances. Hi Arthur, I have under 20 million. Can I get a Raum new model or Spacio? Yes. Raum yubbi ojja kufuna. Let's Spacio yubbi ojja kufuna nga yubbi but with the Spacio I don't want to guarantee it will be that good. But with the Raum you can even get less than 20 million. Very good. Okitegeera nti Raum osobola n'ogigula million 17 ngeringa new, as good as new. Okitegeera 17 18 ofisawo ne million z'obbiri. But the Spacios are overpriced. That's the one thing I figured about Spacios, and I think I don't like things that are overpriced. I want things that jagala ebintu ebiri fairly priced, and I find that the Raum now is fairly priced. Twagigula recently twagula UBB Raum UBB twagigula million 14. Tulinayo twali tusanze UBD nga it was 17 or 16 or omusajja alemera 16.5, but the lady did not buy it. Yeah, but later on, I think a broker yangu yanangamba omukyala we yakomewo n'agula emmoroka. Yeah, we had already inspected, so she went back. I think with the Uber guy, we are going to Jiwa, and then I might have a car for Uber. I might have a Raum new model for Uber for the guys that are looking for opportunities for Uber. But don't text me yet. Let me confirm tomorrow. Obono mwami da emmoroka yagala ojiwa omuntu wa Uber. But this person talked to me. Nambuza atosoro kunfuya omuntu avuga emmoroka yange Uber. It's a Raum new model. I find that for a person that doesn't have what to do, Raum new model begina ko ebera 1.5 liters. Yeah, I told him musajja badde avuga full tank for a person that needs an opportunity. Emmoroka yona badde agimaintaininga essa akola bulungi just nti agitomezamukko. Simanyi oba agenda bifuwanga he has not yet given to someone, but if he's going to spray all the things that he has, but it's a good car. I've driven it before. It's really nice. So I might have an opportunity for guys that want to do Uber in Kampala. We are doing comparison. Spacio, Fielder. They have the same engines, same gearboxes. If you find a 1.5 liter Fielder from 2006, 2007, yeah, they have the same. Not the ones that have the modern 1NZ engine. There is a modern 1NZ engine that comes with the CVT gearbox. That's the one that is in the Sieta. That's the one that is in the Raktis. That's the one that is in the Teresa Subaru. It's the same one that is what other car is there? It's the same that is in the Rush. No, Rush is in a engine obuli mu the paso setting. We na Daihatsu engines. But if you buy a Fielder and buy a Fielder and a Spacio of the same year or the same range, 2006, 2007, ngazina 1NZ, the old 1NZ, ogenda sanga zina gearbox yemu, ojja sanga ne spray y'omuzigatta. Shock absorbers ngazigatta. So maintenance is literally the same. I find that the Spacio will be much more comfortable for you. So if you're the kind of person that is looking for comfort, buy a Spacio. If you're looking for practicability, the Fielder has a very big boot, and then yeah, it's the table. It has a very big boot, and so it's practical. Abantu abali mu farm, aba nsubula, the Fielder will definitely, if you're going to be using it for work, the Fielder will definitely give you a better deal. And yeah. But if you're going to be just driving yourself or vuga family, the Spacio is the car for you. So I think kata tuba to be in the Spacio definitely gives you extra seats, but I find that those seats are literally unusable. But I found that the Sienta, actually, the seats that are behind are usable if the people go via the boot. Never tight, so you open the boot, they go via the boot, and it's usable. Then it makes the Sienta much more practical than the Spacio. I didn't hear people talking bad things about Raum's engines, but the Spacio Sienta people complain a lot. The reason why the Spacio and Sienta people complain about their engines is because when they buy those cars, abaguze van, they misuse those cars. So I tell the people of Raum's, they drive them like normal cars. Can't you find a person that is driving a Spacio? Actually, people that buy Sientas and Spacios are people that can't afford Nuas in terms of maybe purchasing power or fuel consumption. They just decide to buy a smaller engine, but then they want to use it like they are driving a Nua, which is a 2-liter. That's why they complain about engines. Engines were made to carry certain loads. Now, the other thing that we probably don't understand about these cars is that when Japanese, because we drive majority Japanese cars, but it's the same thing that happens with even the German cars, the English cars. If for example you buy a Japanese car, when they were manufacturing this Japanese car, they did not anticipate the potholes. They did not anticipate in Sivambi Hill. You guys know, they did not anticipate that hill. They did not anticipate that you're going to be in jam or Tokota for 30 minutes. Those are things they did not anticipate. Also, they did not anticipate you're going to drive the car past 200,000 kilometers, which you're doing still. Because in Nabagambe, Moroke ziri mu bondi ezisinga. Yeah? Moroke ziri mu bondi ezisinga ziri mitwaro 13 kirizagana. Ezikamu kokoko zigenda mitwaro nga 9 ate ezo baziseera. Okitegeera. So, you buy a car that is at 130 kilometers, nenga bagizayo emabega. Kuba never bana rewinding mu kisaawa mu odometer, they will rewind the odometer, put it at like 40k, but the engine is still old. It's like a woman applying makeup nga ine nkanyanya. The wrinkles will stay. When she washes off the makeup, the wrinkles are still there. So that's what happens with the engines. You buy a car which has been rewinded to 40 or 50k, nenga in actual sense it's 130, and then you use it like it's still new. The engine is already old, so yes, the complaints are going to be there, and they're not going to stop anytime soon. Looks like the one NZ had stood the test of time, long as it's in good hands. The one NZ engine is a very good engine. Your engine just sort of vuga ngenywa oil no jivuga emyaka ebiri ngenywa oil nga tenda kyekoze. Okitegeera. Kyekiro Kevin, kyekiriwo obula nnyo. So but for the guys that buy 7-seater, 7-seater cars, please treat those cars like small cars. They are small cars. The cars that you will buy are 7-seaters and still drive them with a lot of energy or Kenyo will probably be the Nua. That one was also Kanga Boyagara. And I think the Pro Box, you guys try to buy an old Pro Box, you will know. Majority of the old Pro Boxes, that's why I don't recommend anyone to buy an old Pro Box. Old Pro Boxes on zona zenkozeko inspection engine ebanfu. Zona eba at least ebera nga ku 70% ngeyo namu 70% life. Why? Because people that buy Pro Boxes, I think I also did one NZ engine. The people, I tell you, don't find that with the Alexes. Kunde, how are you? The people that buy Alexes drive them for sape, so they don't overload them. However, the people that buy the Pro Boxes, they buy those cars to misuse them. So that's why probably the engines, the bodies, the interior, Osangami, Ochitegera. Nissan Patrol, you buy Nissan Patrol to Zinabuzi. As a Moroccan, Nissan is they are saying by your color in Namu, in Nunji. Ochitegera. Sorry guys, something just fell here. You tighten it properly. Yeah. Nissan Patrol buy at is a Morokaza diesel or Ziraba. Is a Morokaza diesel. The one thing I know about them is fixing the engine is about 4 million, 2 to 4 million, depending on where you're fixing, what they are buying, because sometimes you'll find that they have to replace pistons. They reface the piston. They reface it, but they come. Joshua Wally, ebintu bye mukola ebyo ne mu refacing mubikola mutya bana Isaac ono gwe mulaba alina Nissan hard body alina hard body yeeyagala Balvitz kyekiriwo ono Isaac avuga hard body gyatwala mu field alina ne BMW ne Isaac BMW okyagivuga kasa avuga ku moroka eŋŋanda enjapani okyavuga BMW oba wagivaako because it's possible nti walokoka it's possible nti walokoka. They find a place to place it like this, probably at the corner. After we're in this table, only that I fail to get time for a live, so I download and watch later. Here, enjoying the live as I travel back from work. Gwe, Kevin, okola sawa meka. Obudde bamufana na obaffe. Godfriend Tambala. Piston sleeves, thank you. Bana nze sikwata bintu ebongera mu sleeve. Ngenda kulya ku brain booster ntandika zokwata ebintu. Nze n'ekinsinga okunsumbwa mu marketing. I know exactly what needs to be done. Naye kati nze okutandika okukwata mbusimanya Porters 5 Forces, mbusimanya kati tandika okukwata McKinsey, simanya tandika okukwata Dev Shafi, simanya yagamba biki. Kyemanyi n'okukola mba nkimanyi. Naye kati okutandika okukwata ebyo ebintu okitegeera. Awe waditagali. I still have the BMW naye ndwawo okugivuga. The Nissan is so good and very cheap to maintain. Hey! Mukirabye bantu bange kalate bonovuga ku Hilux. Bonovuga Hilux ne Nissan togiddukemu. Kuba ate yo Hilux ate yarayisi nyo. The one reason I don't like the pickups is because they are not as comfortable. You guys drive pickups tezina AC. Kale tezili comfortable. I think that's the kubanga I almost bought the L200. Ate bali bajinguza raisi milioni 8 nga ne somehow nganda bajembeera AC okitegeera. Olimba walabu Kevin. Isaac BMW jimpenje evugemu. Abantu makwene review ya BMW yo. Omanye ebintu ya byemorokezo bibeera funny. The owner of the car will drive the car, it will have no problem. The day the owner gives you the car is the day it gets sick. Tompa. Kono lwerwa anagana noziyenze njivuga teina buzibu. Do you think a field 1.8 won't consume a lot when I'm 45 kilometers from home to Kampala? The question is, Islam, do you drive 45 kilometers in total over 45 times 2? 45 in total over 45 times 2. Because if it's 45 times 2, katinze mvuga 35 to 38 times 2. And I drive a 1.8 liter. And I find that I would not manage a 1.8. So if you drive 45 times 2, 1.8 is going to be a little bit too much. But a 1.5, I would actually advise a 1 liter. Because the fact that you're asking about it, we kilometer chenda. Izo kilometer chenda. A 1.8 liter. Kale chinene izo kwa like 10k. Chitegezo ngenda kubanga ovuga 10 liters a day. Yemtwaro G5. Because yani badde esobola okuwa like 12 to Kampala. Wabera yo jam. Wabera yo president nga asibye. There are so many things that could happen that increase the fuel consumption. So buy a 1.5 liter. 1.8. Buy 1.5 liter. Atera akubanti you guys are scared of Vitz. Me, I love the Vitz, by the way. Navuga ka Vitz ako. Nakuwa karukumbisa kamanyi nyo. Na yenze, I would actually go back to a Vitz 1 liter. Era nze raktisi yangu ina jana aje simba mu na percent ngenda kuda mvuge Vitz. I miss that thing. It's very compact, easy to drive. Wakati batabani manyi de moroke nene. That's the only bad thing. Moses sikwa gwenva okuddamu. Moses kira kagwe gwenva okuddamu wa fielder ne Spacio. Kwesi auto garage what's up? Moses kira ka oba go wa Spacio mbadde nkuzemu naye kankuddemu. Amina Boaz. So, Spacio. 17 million is going to get you a Spacio. 17 million is going to get you a Spacio that is around USZ. Oyinza nofunanga UB enganzi because nara abaye bagula zi UBG million 25 price of the new car. So USZ oyinza ofuna UBA depending on the condition definitely. 15 jezili, but the engine again up 70% health. But 70% is good enough for most Ugandans because abantu bajja moroka mu bonding azili ku 50%. So kati wabagivuze emyaka 5-10 nibageri ku 70% obera okay. Okitegeera. So but then if you want to compare with the Fielder, I am sure the Fielder you drove is not the Fielder you'll get at 17. The Fielder you're going to get at 17 is the 2006 Model A, the one that looks like the Alex. That's the Fielder you're going to get. And that Fielder, majority of the time, might not be very good. A Fielder that is good will start at 20 million. Good. It will start at 20, not 17. So there, and then if you're driving yourself for comfort, driving your family, I find that the Spacio will give you much more comfort than the Fielder. So you go and buy a Spacio. But if you want the Fielder, the 2008, because it's the next generation, that will be the one that you'll get at around 2022. By the way, if you make like 22 million, 23, osobola okufuna Fielder ngeringanga ku UBF, UBG, the 2007 model. Because 2007 model, by the way, is the most common one. Abantu asinga gye bagula. Ngerinamo M1 NZ. Engine yaliko munana nnungi ewangaala naye enywa naddala ku bantu ababeera ewala. Spacio and Alex, I would definitely take the Spacio because the Alex is overpriced, the Spacio is overpriced. So if I'm comparing the two, I'll definitely go with the Spacio because at least the Spacio, however much it's overpriced, it will give you more than 5 seats, more than 4. Gives you 6 seats because they were the 3 here, 1 in front. So I'll definitely go with the Spacio. I have a Toyota Camry 2020, 2.5 liters. Can I import to UG and how much could be the tax? And I stay in Impoma. So if I work to Nakawa, chiba chitya. Nanti Eddie, your Camry is the hybrid, right? Isn't it a hybrid? If it's a hybrid, hybrids in a reduced tax. I'm not sure what, but the hybrids have reduced price, reduced tax, and also, but you know, ekyo tekikweyibaza because senga price taxes zali wansi nsimu. Wesanga ate emmotoka zino zebatuleetera what car? The Starlet 2021, they would be cheap, but the Starlet 2021 is 70 million. So it will not be 70, but it's 70 because still the tax is still a little high. But we have a bit of environmental levy. I'm going to go into research that. You go to the driver's, you actually have to go to IOV and all that, which take it. But if you're driving here, that allows you to drive even with your permit, they give you that document. Kale Moses. Environment tax is the issue, mainly for importing our used hybrid, Camry. Then I am sure you'll be saving fuel because hybrids are said to go up to 30 kilometers per liter. Now, if you're driving a 2020, a quality maker, Edwin, how many liters does that Camry give you per liter? How many kilometers does it give you per liter? How many kilometers? Edwin, ziramu ndabe. Because the 2020 car, but I drove the hybrid Suzuki Grand Vitara. And on the odometer, it actually said 6 kilometers per liter, which I'm not sure it's correct. It should be able to give you more than that because it's a 1.5 liter hybrid. Because the thing that takes the most fuel when in Kampala is jam. Jam yasingo kunywa mafuta when in Kampala. I can tell you that I can drive a Kangavuga highway and funa 20 kilometers per liter. No jam chibuga, no funa 10. because of the jam. Edwin Agamba, I'm working in Dubai and already own the Camry. So I want to just import it and start using it in UG because I'm coming back for good. Edwin, but Edwin, you should try. Edwin, you should try to explore the option of you actually getting the red number plate. Let me research on that. You should try the option of getting a red number plate, because if it's already your car, it means you paid taxes in Dubai or and you're a returning citizen. So I'm thinking there's of course ojja kugabayo no, because when you get a red number plate tosasula musolo okitegeera. That's something that I can research for you. It would work for you, Edwin. It would definitely work for you. Hi King Daniels, how are you? How is it going? Bitambula. So, but for the guys that are still comparing the Fielder and the Spacio, I find that the Fielder will give you loading space. So, Bobanga, you expect to do like a simple business in the future, then you buy the Fielder. If you don't expect to do a business, I've seen people struggle with loading Spacios, and I think I can drive from Dubai to Abu Dhabi, only 70k, and it's 170 kilometers. 70k? What do you mean? I think I'm about a kilometer. 70k. What at 70k? Obofunye muri itamekeza amafuta. Kuba 70k za abantu amafuta ge gayinzo bagala isi. Gwe ngobala 70k naye ngo yononye. You get amafuta ga just gala isi. I'm buying a Subaru Impreza for my sister at 13. Is it a good deal? I have to look at the Subaru. Then my mother was on the serious and inspection. I have to inspect the car, my dear. I tell my inspection fee is very affordable. But I think you know the car better than me. And since it's your sister, still at Sweden, your sister can sell you a bad car. And I'm sure if it's your sister's car, you have been driving it sometimes. So you definitely know if it has a good engine, a good gearbox, and of course the body and interior. Those are things that you can see yourself. So what I recommend is drive it one more time, take it on a journey, on a trip. It doesn't overheat, because that's one thing someone can keep from you. And if they keep it from you, one time, now ebirimu relationship, brother, sister, because that's when they discover that, oh, you get. So mbasagala biyingiramu nnyo, but drive it for a trip. Mugambe soko ojimpeemu, ogivugemu olugendo oluwanvumu, ogivuge paka nga gitwale paka nga ekiboga okomewo. If it doesn't overheat, sasula busasuzi. Bwe tokola muze on that trip, sasula busasuzi. Okitegeera. Is it worth buying a left-hand Camry in UG? Ojiguzaani. Is it left-hand? I thought Dubai, these guys in Dubai drive like us. They don't drive on the right. Edwin, if Edwin is bringing his own car to Uganda and he's lucky enough to not pay taxes, yeah, and he's lucky enough to not pay taxes, then he doesn't have to sell it to anyone. He hasn't paid taxes. It just stays in the family. All he has to do is prove that the person driving it is his wife, son, or whoever. Okitegeera. Arthur, an individual can get a red number plate when imported. Yeah, you are a returning citizen. Okitegeera. Returning citizen because you're returning for good. And this is the car you had already paid taxes for there. Birimu enguzi ebintu bya Uganda, of course, kyandibadde nga kiri direct, but the reason why those things are not publicized is because, you know, okitegeera. But of course olina okuba nga obadde owa ku musolo nti basobola okugamba kale ono omuntu waffe abadde atuwa omusolo era obadde tuwa musolo bizibuwalamuko. Is it okay Dubai license, but it should be with UG license even if it's expired? One day traffic inspector Farida stopped me, but she said if I'm already in the system, you have at least 3 months to correct. Oh, okitegeera Edwin, the cover gives me 9 liters per 100 kilometers. Let me see. Muntu wabyogera bwatyo ndabira ddala ng'aleese bya Google. Enjogere yaffe ennansi tugamba it gives me 10 kilometers per liter, tetugamba it gives me this liters per 100 kilometers. Ekyo kya Google naye it's okay, kankibale wano. If it's 9 kilometers per 100, 9 liters per 100 kilometers ebe kwa 11. Togireeta gitunde, toleeta, terina mugaso wano, egenda kwavuwaza bwavuwaza. Edwin toleeta byonna byonna bye tuliko musimanyi omusolo, toleeta. Bwebanga ekuwa kilomita 11 ng'oli Dubai wano egenda kuwa 7. Amazima bwebanga ddala ekuwa lita 11 zitambula kilomita 10. Toleeta baba, toleeta. Olwo lumbe lugenda kukutta. Nze nkubuulira. Olwo lumbe lugenda kukutta. Because if you use 11 kilometers in 100, kitegeeza mu kibuga ekuwa 9 kilometers. Ekibuga kye Dubai ewatali potholes okitegeera gireke. Teri nfuufu, kitegeeza wamuyiza n'obutavuga esi n'otakimanya. Let me tell you, Edwin, what happens in Uganda. People buy cars when Google has sold them that car in a new state should give you 15 kilometers per liter. Now, a car that in new state will give you 15 kilometers per liter, and your car is new, 2020 is a new car. If a car in new state should give you 15 kilometers per liter, it gives you 7 or 8. In actual sense, njagala kutunda moroka yange, because there are people that sell cars. Emoroka impossible banga oyina emoroka yo weba ya manual awo esobola okuddamu kuwa bulungi. Hey, you is American, but this kyegenderezanga. Nze badde sibimanyi munnange, badde sibimanyi, badde manyi bakyali ku right hand. Kati ekisooka emoroka ya left hand, ekyokubiri enywa nnyo, ekyokusatu erimu technicality ogiimportinga. Nze ngamba giguza Antoni akyaliyo, gwokomewo tugule wano emmotoka wano ndiye sente za inspection. Yeah, you guys try to dodge inspection, but somehow, somewhere inspection, I have to eat inspection money. Yeah, Arthur, a Camry with eco mode and having 2-air engine is a good car. It is a 2.5 liter, same like Mark X, but less consuming, so it's okay. It's not okay. Exactly, it's not okay. Facts are here. Tugambi 11 liters take him 100 kilometers. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. If it does that in Dubai, it's going to do worse here. Eh? It's the practical. Actually, I've realized majority of Ugandans don't actually calculate fuel. Tebamanyi. You can walk out to Uganda and ask him how many kilometers does a liter give you in your car, and they don't know. Because if bonotandika okubala mutanga Arthur buli moroka ejja kukulema kubanze ngabala era one of my mechanics actually told me about 2 days ago Arthur 3 days I think Arthur gwe tosobola Mark X yali tayagala vitiz naye yavugako mu vitiz takyagala givaamu okitegeera tayagala givaamu. Muteba babala bali Uganda citizens. You're foreigners. My income is 10 million per month. Yeah, I income you over 10 million per month, but still technicalities. If your income is 10 million per month, ovuga 2.5 liter Camry, right to Jan of 2.4 liter SUV. What's again? Me, I think you should get like a 2.5 liter, 2.4 liter is over 3 liter Kawundo. Over 3 liter Tefa. I can sell it, but which car will I be able to buy at 50? 50 osorofuna Kawundo, osorofuna Vanguard, osorofuna RAV4, osorofuna Kluger, mugatoti anofuna ne X-Trail. You can get double cabins, but the double cabins will be like 70, 80. Ngerimu SC. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . We are importing 2010 right now in Uganda. Next year we'll be importing 2011. Right now it's 2010 cars are coming in. You know, if you're buying a car in the bond 2010, it doesn't have number plates. You get it? Hi Bernardo Dongo, how are you? You don't like Kawundo. You're Subaru man. Katate kamuro later ya chiwoboli wa Subaru. 50 million Subaru na Subaru 2008, 2009. 2000. You see, with your 50 million, you have a very big bargain. It's not so many people that have 50 million cashing as a good motoka. So if you have 50 million bando, ngoina 50 million wero boza. Ngoina nofuna Ronaldo. Osegera, but if you're a Subaru guy, you can get those Subaru SUV. Actually, you can 50 also nzofuna Subaru XV ojitegede at like 55. I think 55 60 around there. Also nofuna XV. No problem, Bernard. Do you have? Are you calling me for inspection, or you have consultation fee, or you just want to give me tea? Eh? Devu awono. Walo kome nange sebo ze sikiriza. Kansoke muteke mu time out. Devu simutegede siwa fe wako. Kamera ya 2 liters amafuta wano gasatu bibiri palita. Okiraba amafuta ge Dubai gasatu bibiri. Wano tuli mu 15 mu 5. 2009 ngebeera nkadde. I have 50 million but I can stretch to 70. No problem. I want a manual. Kati. This is what I suggest, Edwin. If you can stretch to 70 million, what you should do is buy a car from Dubai, or you import your own car. You get a car yourself for JRT. You can pay for it, Neja. No manyanti it reaches in the same week you reach. No tuka winzo kulinye nyonyi negenda paka Mombasa no jevugira Kampala. You pay the taxes and the number plate no zifunile Mombasa. Ochitegera. Then you drive the car yourself up to Kampala. That's what I would do. I love adventure and I love driving. So I'd actually go and pick my own car from Mombasa and bring it all the way. So that's what I would suggest. Because what you would get with 70 million nga ojerated day would be like 85 here. So but the moroka zibavuga kati. The moroka zituvuga. I understand that it's old but it's new here. Wano omuntu avuga sebo 210. Kati abantu abasinga avuga 2. Of course there are guys that drive like Subaru's 2014. 2014 oyizo gifunanga ku 70 75. Do you do inspection for those new cars? And can you help with the importing? Me, I don't do importing. Jelisha Motors, Woli, you can use B forward. You can use B forward. And by the way, you guys, munke ma, but nasara unengamba sija yingira value chain njina wenjiriye sija give kuvawa. It's important that I understand where in the value chain I am. Ebintu ebira bwochingira munga tochitegeera nnyonnyo bireeta ebizibu. Jerisha Motors, Edwin. Jerisha Motors. Nze bwompaka sente Edwin ngampereza WhatsApp nga nawe ompereza WhatsApp nze ngamba yunga. Uya yagala ku importing amoroka million. Jerisha, at 70 million, what car does that guy get? Nga he has imported it himself. At his 70 million or even less, ayagala moroka ngeringa mu 215 216. Moroka kijafuna. Edwin is a moroka zonanzi kebila. All of them I check. Hey. Jerisha. Moroka chija asobola ku importing era ompere njawulo ya mmeka. Edwin obagwandisa ondisa. But Edwin, with your 70 million, I would recommend that you import. You'd save money, then you'll get a car in original state. You can import Subaru Impreza STI 2015 manual. Tasobola kulinnyako mwaka huyu abadde avuga 2020. Moroka kijja ayinza ofuna mu 2 mu million z'ensanvu. Because I'm sure he can. Bw'aba tafunye STI, can he get like a 2020 version? Arthur, let guys take care. Some Dubai cars imported from Japan a little better of accident repairs, especially RAV for new models. Inspection should be proper. Kati wabanga jali, I'm sure he can see those things. ate ne wano emotoka weeziriye mu bondi ate nga the way they repair those cars in Japan, it's very easy for you to miss the accident. It's very very easy. Oyinza okugimiisinga. If it's another honesty, I saw it for 2020. Ochiwulidde Edwin, if I stay in Dubai, I'm sure you're familiar with Awil, the African car market. Go and have a look at. You can even test drive. Importing is never hard from Dubai. Ochiwulidde Edwin, I can do with the STI any car which is not below 2015. Ate STI gaba maanyi. Ata the way I love Land Cruiser V8, ZX and EXR. My salary is low 2.5 and I need to get at least 1 million a day to get it na ye in my 50s because I'm now in my late 20s. Ochari. You collect money. Subaru Forester SHJ 2020. Ochiwulidde Edwin. Ochiwulidde. Kati Edwin, me, I recommend you sell that Camry. Then buy your own car, then get it here. You can hire a trusted driver naji kuvugira moroka naji je Mombasa naji tusa wano. Atha nze bwe mva ku hard body eno tulina okugula ki Hilux fendi ndoza ku UBU. UBU ngedi wala Isaac. UBU ngedi wala tuli bichu RSTU. 3 number plates je myaka ngena maso. Ku UBU ate akasente kadaika kajja ennaku zina Isaac, kasente kadaika the money is coming. That is the only car that can make me feel like a majestic man. Me, I don't know. I don't think a car can make me feel majestic. Of course, yes, when I feel good. I feel good looking at it like this. But me, I think every car can make me feel majestic apart from a Paso. But even the Paso we were young, it will make me feel majestic still. Wabanja abatajirina Paso nga bajagala nenga sente zijigula takolaki. Hi Chris Fitness kyekiriwo. Leero nkikubidde mu studio wano ngaye kati lwaki nzikubanga mbadde sigenda kayina byenkola wano ku mulimu. Neŋŋamba lwaki nyenda mu moroka essimu ebugumireeyo nga nyina ewantu wendi ewali ne AC. Neŋŋamba kantule mu AC kole broadcasting male is 1 hour. I have a question. Why don't Ugandans care so much about numbers? Why do Ugandans care so much about numbers rather than the car itself? It sounds funny when someone really minds such about a number. It's a culture, Edwin. It's a culture. We like to have things that look new. It's a culture. We like to have things that look new. That's why we just like things that look new, I think. Or we just want to feel like, okay, what I have is new. But also the number plate also represents the number of years the car has been on the road in Uganda. And the more the number of years that the car has been on the road, the more damage that has been done on not only the body but the engine. Wakati UBP, the UBP is not even a year old. The UBP is not even a year old. Amina. Obadde oli mukola yadde okwatamu. Start jajibula. Ebintu by'emmoroka no you guys, ebintu by'emmoroka si bizibu byakumala, nze mbabuulira si bizibu byakumala. Just do what you have to do. Just do what you have to do. The money will come. Ojiguloga meno gamba. And Zach, one thing you need to understand, the number plates represent how many years a car has been on the road in Uganda. So it's, if you can afford to buy a car that has a newer number plate, why are you buying a car that has an older number plate? Provided that all the other things check out. Hi JK, chechiriwo. Steady. Comparison. Lero ndi mu SC wa studio. I want to be like you, Chris Fitness, when I grow up. Naye kansoke nkole mukko. Nfune mukko mu kasente. Nange ntandika okugira bwentyo. Comparison Saturday tulina dakika zaffe 10 mbasiibule. Kyekiriwo bali ku ddembe. olistade bali ku ddembe oli mugagga amanya ago g'abasajja bagagga bali ku ddembe ku byalo babanga bw'ataba mugagga abeera nga mu church abeera saabakristu oba saabafumbo. So you need to work hard, either work hard or join a church. Camera is a very good but I want to sell it. I will sell it. I'm coming back next month. I will look for the STI na Ugandan mechanics olema aba mechanic aba Subaru webali ate Subaru tezifa. Subaru is like Subaru is a Toyota, by the way. Some Subarus are going to start having Toyota engines. Mujaba muli awo nga bafulumiza iki Subaru Forester nga kirimu yingini ya kawundo. Nze nabagamba ate mwali muli awo nga tebalese Teresa erimu yingini ya Lactis. Teresa is the Lactis itself, the Subaru Trezia. Ata bagayi ba broadcast wabagamba I gave an offer. Banange Isaac yabawa offer ploti zirina kukuba mu estate ye atano ku 10 chapa mu ngalo ploti milioni 18. Chris atansudiyiza nnyo. By the way, ani Edwin Mugalasi can inspect for you Joshua. Mechanic oyo asobola ku inspecting ile Dubai ogenda naye wali ne mu inspecting. No more pre-purchase inspection fee. They feel the new model ya G-Touring. Fielder is the new model of the G-Touring. You thought what? Then what watch Moroka Chichen Nalawa, which is the improvement of the Caldina. Fielder is the G-Touring. Era bojira about bajja baka balongosa G-Touring. Era ne Alex improvement of what's that car? Not the Alex, the Corolla. The Corolla is improvement of the Corolla is improvement of the Chikumi. Then zine Moroka bazita batya. The Alex is the improvement of the Corolla 2. Kayaka Moroka kafana mukosa nenga ka Corolla 2. Ochitegera. That's the improvement of what that's what they improved when they made the Alex. What other cars compare with Nissan hard body? I have to read on those because there's a motor car. Still on a zoo, get a hostel and this one. Naka inspecting a double cabin yemu by the way. One double cabin like this. Yemu. Hey, we have bought one double cabin. You need to have 50 million. After that Camry feeling after driving it, I would suggest you go for a Mark X 2015. Price a little down and save the money. Only the Edrin. I find that actually the new Mark X's zinywa bulungi okusinga the old ones. Bakubuuza Isaac labe kibuloka bwe kizze bannange bakubuuza Isaac half acre ya mmeka. Half acre ze plot nya sicho. Half acre is a plot in here because an acre has like eight, right? So half acre is 4 plots. After Corona and Corona, are they the same? No, they are not the same. The Corona is the comfortable version of the Corolla. So the Corona is comfortable. The Corolla is basic. They just lifted the trim a little bit higher, gave it a bigger engine, bigger performance, much more comfort. Irabo otula mu kibina bote. Wamu primo uliranga chanjawulo okusinga atudde mu Corolla. Era kyola when they improve the primos are Coronas. The primos are Coronas. So when you compare Coronas and Corollas are very basic to Coronas. The Mark X Corona, I think. Mark X is also a Corona. So Corona is basically like comfort, luxury. Corolla is basic. Even the fuel consumption is low. There is another car I've always loved in many years past, but if I can find in any good condition, I don't like the Mark X. The Camry, I got it just because of a deal. It's not something I wanted. Electronic handbrakes. I don't really like those electronic things. Those things will make people die. I want the cable handbrake. I pull it nenjulirange ekutti. Ekugu. No juliranga ekutte yo. I don't like the electronic things. Guys, the electronic things have a lot of trouble. They have a lot of trouble. Cheta ganga nga handbrake yo bwe famanya wotandikira nti cable ekyagira brake ziweddeku. Okitegeera. Ata abana ba elite batujoze cause fabagenda ku school bajoze naye mubaleke beeyagale let them eat their money. Half an acre bakugamba Chris Fitness 50 to 70 million depending on the site, but in the estate you'll get multiple titles since we subdivided. Okiwulidde Chris kakiregeza inakuwa 18 emirundi ena abayingidde miliyoni nga 7 mu meka. The Subaru Legacy D4 twin tab manual. Emotoka yo biri comfortable naye byetaaga obeera mu kibuga. Birungi, performance yabyo nnungi naye byetaaga obeera mu kibuga. I've seen 2 people sell them after they shifted to their houses. Oli agenda okubalabalamu ng'anywa emitwalo 6 buli lunaku nga tebigatta na sente ze. Agamba why? Kaneesonywe Subaru ng'agamba kanzireyo nfuneyo ka Auris, nfuneyo ka Alex, nfuneyo ka IST, okitegeera because of the fuel. Ntandika okubasiibula olwo. Mwebale kubeera ku Saturday Convo, the comparison Convo. Muyombya Mark, Antonio Random Things, Abiola Pounds, Tusime Eddie Opio Mark, Bruno Nsingoma, JFK Arts, Eric Jerisha Motors, Godfrey Tambala, Victor Bolaise, Henry N, Eric, Derek Lule, Tumukunde Moses, Semata Abdu, Isaac Luirika, Balvids, Ronald M. Kasendwa, Islam Love, Kwesi Auto Garage, Seal Art UG, Kako, Ben Kako, Boaz, Edwin Eddie, S. Zach, King Daniels UG, chechiriwo muganda wange. Oli steady. Bana ebo banga mulwadde otugamba tukusabira fa bagenda ku church kubaka tinchatu oluva okudduka ngenda ko ku church. Nga simbagane n'omutonzi. Atubule ekifa mu ggulu. Tumuranzanye erinnya eryo lintawa. Tumuranzye Banet Bernard Odongo. Yes. Nickton Dalton, Nsereko Starch, Chris Fitness Dugurwa, Stephen Charles O, JK, Joseph Bali Kudembe, Mpirwe Innocent, Abiola Pounds Nakumaze. Arthur, diesel cars, what are the common challenges? Maintenance is expensive. I think that's the only challenge. Just maintenance, you're paid. You see, easy. And also you need to understand the majority of diesel cars are big, are huge. So maintenance, tires are expensive. Ogenda simanya kola wheel alignment, simanya kugula spare wase biwawati bichi ebintu bya bei ate okusinga emmotoka eza petroli. Rise to greatness, how are you my brother? Ibadde message yekwese. Chris Fitness ngenda jikuwa ngenda kuwe namba ya Isaac. After I saw some Mazda CX-5 and they told me it's diesel and it looked nice. Actually Mazda CX-5s are good. Most SUVs mu motoka zonna nnungi as long as you maintain properly. Okitegeera. And Mazda is Japanese, so it's not that bad. Although it's not as good as Toyota, it's not as good as Lexus, but yeah. Guys, lwaki sibasiibudde nengizirayo ku website zange? Ine website manyo zidesigninga bannange naye ndi wabbe yinza okusinga ate ba web designer abalala. Waliwo wano web designer yabagamba akola emitwalo 48 nga ne domain kweri ne hosting kweri kati sibisobola. Kasente kawa katono mu. Website nze kati ndabe ntwalira obudde bungi oba lwakuba sibikola buli lunaku. So I'm designing a website here and it looks good. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. I think nkikoze mu lunaku lumu. Nkitegeera. So anyway guys, I wish you a very lovely evening. Njabala bencha. I'm sure eyabadambuze ekibuzo. And guys, bobanga tulina send za consultation. You send me your question on WhatsApp. Sijja kuddamu ku WhatsApp. Kasita kibanga kibuzo kya motoka. Bw'oba tompadde consultation fee, I will not answer on WhatsApp, but I'll definitely answer you on the live broadcast. That's a principle. So that n'abalala bafunamu tewali kibuzo kyogenda kumbuza kye siddangamuko wano ng'ogyeko ebya loole ne pickup ebyemunyizo basibiddangamuko. Naye mu ab'emmotoka ez'abuyonjo, there's literally nothing that I've not talked about on a live broadcast or on TikTok. So you can send me your question on WhatsApp, and I'll definitely tell you. You watch the broadcast today, and I will answer that question, or tomorrow, and I'll answer. I'm not a programmer, I'm a designer. I'm a marketing person, Joseph. And most websites that are done by marketing people, Ziba with an end goal, and they achieve the goal. And for against the marketing training, they tell you, web developer developing a website, I told you, well, you need to be there and see exactly what they are doing to make sure that it achieves the goal that you want. So yes, I can design, but I don't develop. It's also okay. You can literally just get a template and work it out, and then get a developer to personalize it to what you want. But a marketplace it takes a lot more than just designing a platform. Designing ya nebigana temwalaba wano zibado platform mekezi ko zagala kola nga Amazon zikola nga Jumia, but isn't Jumia the only one that is surviving? Si byangu. It has a lot of things. It even has regulatory issues that you might not know. Oshitegeera. Edwin Eddie, you are a developer. Ze sente ezo basajja mwe muina sente batabani wange bonna bawadda computer njagala batandika okubiyiga wadde ba myaka 6 batandika okodinga bagenda okutuuka myaka nga 2 nga basobola okumpa kakodi aka hacking mu banka. Anti wajja nga banoonya ni hakinze banka ng'olumuzeeyi nina emyaka 6 ntuula wali nange neebuzaabuza ba hakinze mu banka ne bampitako ne bagenda ku batabani bange batabani bange sibate ne batabani bange tebamanyi kumbe kakodi ke bampadde ke nakozesezza and I hacked into the bank nenewereza sente kugundi nga bwe mukola Edwin naba software developers nenewereza sente eri mugundi mu bayitayo bati eyo abayaye gye bakweka sente ka island bakayita batya eyo Maruvidzi eyo nenewereza akaseka nge nekateeka yeyo naye nga bajja ne bantuka kwa lonja kuba muzeeyi olaba envinzi yina kati we naweza emyaka 5 ngenda kuba n'envinga mpitirivu kati nga mujja nenebuzabuza nga kibi nebitabatabane mangi mu mabye sente za banka gundi naye dadi okantuka naye musirika temwampadde ku kodi nga kodi yeyagenze nekola byakoze okola programming web and hardware byebimu Edwin byebimu era mwebamu Maldives anti wano waliwo gayi bayita Baruvids kati erinnya Maldives Baruvids kati ate nze naganze siri specific nze sikwata bintu biri specific ebyo era nze kyekisinga okuntawanya tubeera mu class ya marketing abaana ne bayiwawo ebintu nga kyayogedde nkimanyi naye nga mbadde simanyi tebakiyita batyo okitegeera tulina omwana tusoma naye mu class bamuyita Amanda ayina engeri gyakwata ebintu emodo simanya bikoze bitya n'abiisa nga nze mbiyisizaawo ebyo byonna bye bakoze ebya modo. I've done all of that, but I've just brought it straight. This is what I think. Kati nga bw'osoma kino ekyange n'ekyoli byebimu naye ng'ebyoli birimu ebikwate ebyange biva wano era ne babuuzayo can't I do my work without references? So why can you do work? Yes, I have my work. Namza, how have you been doing the other papers? Yes, I've been doing the papers. I did not put a lot of references. It was the work and I passed it. The things were coming from my head. View Chan podcast, I'm soon getting time we discuss those things. Kale jangu Isaac tubyogere ebintu ebyo gwaganya okukola obudde kakati njagala banange njagala kutali ngenda kudda munchaze gye tutukisajja Jonathan atubuulire kachike nyinza okulya ne kanyambako okukwata ebintu byesaagala kukwata kuba ebimu byesaagala bikwata siwaayo nnyo budde kyenjagala okukwata nkikwata oba bwe kibala okukolako emikolo nkikwata naye ebintu ebimu saagala bikwata. Vincent kyekiriwa nti ndi mu kusiibula olwo 1 hour yange yawezedda nabagala kati ngenda tandika okukuuma obudde nyina okweditingayo video nyina okuba uploadingirayo video kati njagala gimaliriza mbateereyo nga nvudde wano ku live naye banayi guys don't kukowa sharing the channel don't kukowa ati kana njagala beera nga abannakenya ayogera ekigambo kimu biri Luswahili kimu biri Luswahili naye kati fena for Oluganda olwaffe teluyazi telu sounding exotic nga Luswahili kati tulina do sounding exotic nemwe bagayi mubeere bulungi nze I don't do programming, I do designing, drag and drop Elementor drag and drop naye nga bannange mukama abawa omukisa. If you don't want to kukwata, just get a notebook and note whatever you don't want. Nga kyesaagala kukwata bwe nkiwandiika By the way, kati now kyembadde nkola, when they give us notes I print them out. Naye kati ogenda okulaba nga gye wazitadde tojjukire notebook kangitumye oluva ku broadcast kamponi omuntu sente agenda anditire notebook we. Guys, Hasmat high mbasiibula Okot SP English I mean Okot, but Okot, you have seen the past few shows have been fooling the English, only the English. These past few days I've been doing English. By the way, yesterday on the broadcast I did English and I even got scared. Like, this is me from Mitiana Trinity College there. Wait, yesterday I did English and I was scared. Like, semanyi namwe abasiba mwogera oluzungu mwatidde muganda yono guy yasiba ayogera Oluganda e Kampala. And I think one of the things when you want to prove people wrong, things just don't work out. One of the things that has helped me is the fact that batabani bange twogera luzungu tebamanyi Luganda. Sometimes I tell my son abantereza kino nadduka okuba batabitegeera naye ajja kubukwata mpola mpola kati tosobola kumugeya. Why are you talking about me? Guys, I wish you a very lovely evening. I'll see you tomorrow evening. May God bless you. Ciao, ciao.